Hey everyone, I am Samyak Agarkar and welcome to Agarkar Media Academy. In this video, we are going to make a shield. The entire aim of this video and the upcoming videos is to summarize whatever we have learned till now in the Blender beginner tutorial series, and we are going to apply all the learnings to create some assets, some models and stuff like that, right? Now the numbering system is gone. Now there will be no numbering system for the upcoming videos for Blender tutorial series, at least because these are not tutorials of some kind. I'm just sharing with you and just making the assets along with you. Am I making this asset for myself? Probably no, because I won't be using such assets most probably, and maybe I'll be using also in some games or something like that. So maybe that can be the case, but that is not the point. The point is that you learn and I do it myself with you, and we together do and create some really great models which you can use in your, you can showcase it or you can use it somewhere else, maybe games or maybe movies or VFX or something like that. That you have to decide. Sorry, let's get that done. Let's move on to the screen. We are using Blender 2.92. You can use any version of it most probably, and it will not be a problem. Let's try to create a shield. Now before we make a shield, let's find out a few images for shield so that we have a reference. Okay, so it is very always I would want not this shield, I mean agents of shield. Why would you have agents of shield? Yeah, okay. 3D, let's see these 3D models if there are any. Let's go to the images section, and again the aim is to create a shield without by your own and just not copy paste it from somewhere else. But the important point right here is that we always should have a reference point, because creating any kind of model just from your head is going to be very difficult because you don't know the details that are required. But if you have some kind of what you call it as a reference with you, then it is just going to be very easy. I like this one, it is looking really great. We are also going to do the shading part itself in this video itself, so stick around. Not just the modeling part but also the shading part. Okay, cool. This one is what I am really liking. Something like this we can make. So I think we have the reference with us right now. Let's get on to the Blender and let's try to create it from scratch. Let's do it. I am not really sure how am I going to do all of this, but I can think of a very easy way of doing all of this. Let's just figure it out. Now one thing you have to understand, that whenever you are making a model of some sort, it is not compulsory that you should have everything in just one continuous mesh. Okay, there you can put up different meshes around and just get the thing that you want to do done in the best possible way. So I can see that for now, for the start, this shield is very symmetric, even though the texturing is not that symmetric and maybe some details that are not symmetric, but overall the shield is very symmetric. So let's just create a shield which is symmetric. And what I'm going to also do is I'm not going to copy the entire design of it. I'm just going to make my own design, but I just wanted something to get started with. That is the point. I'm not saying that you should just use one thing to just entirely copy paste the reference, but you should have something in with you so that you can get that done. Now what I did, I just moved it here. Basically, let's delete it. Shift A to add plane, then R to rotate in X direction 90 degrees to make it facing our side. Okay, let's go to this modifiers panel. Let's have a mirror modifier, because mirror axis is x-axis, because we want the duplication in x-axis, right? Now let's go to edit mode. Tap to go to edit mode, or you can go from here as well. Okay, I know that this has to be, and one for the front view. Right here you can see front orthographic, that I pressed 1 on my numpad. I know that I have to go to this level, right? But here it is not snapping, so what I have to do is clip this thing right here. Okay, so now when I move it in the X direction, it is just going to clip. It cannot go further. Even though my mouse is going this-wards, it is not going to go there. That is what clipping does. Okay, we want clipping right now, so we have the clipping there. Okay, Now all we got to do is, some subdivisions here and there, and just let's get the basic shape first. I think the bottom part has to be something like this, right? Okay, this looks good. Then I think this needs to be somewhere like this. Maybe this needs to be somewhere like this. I think the base shape, this base shape is looking very nice. Let's just have a look at our reference. I think this shape is going to look very nice. We're going to add a loop cut. So loop cut again, and just notice that we are just adding the loop cut. By the way, Control R is the shortcut for loop cut. Loop cut we are adding in just one direction, not in the other direction, because the other direction has been mirrored because we are using this mirror modifier. Okay, so we have this here, we want it here, and just, I think I like it here. I just want to share or bulge up this shield from one side. Okay, maybe something like this. I need one more loop cut, some in the vertical direction as well, and I'm just going to move this one a little bit to give it a good shape. Yep, I think this is looking really nice. Yes, there is no depth as of now, and I'm going to show you how to create depth to it. Okay, but I think the base level shield structure is completed, and we're not going to focus too much on that just right now. Now what can we do is, yeah, let's give it some depth first, or maybe that we can do later on as well. What I feel is we need, yeah, let's do the depth thing later on. First, yeah, just first get the depth done. Why am I so confused? Anyways, there has to be one more subdivision surface level here, because otherwise it is not going to look great. And here as well. Okay, and I'm just double tapping, alt tapping it is going to just select the connected edges, and just GG, double tapping G is going to slide it. Okay, so single G is just for one movement, and this alt, double G is for sliding it up. So sliding gives is very good portion. Now what we have to do is we have to just curve it up, and curving it up is very easy. Just go to the front side orthographic view. This is my side right orthographic view. I'm just going to split it up so that we can have a very different varied look at that also. So this is what angle is I'm going to use to look at what we are doing. Okay, now what I want to do is I just want this proportional editing to be there. I'll just move myself aside so that you can see it properly. Yeah, so we are here, smooth shading, and this one here we have the smooth shading going on. I'm just going to grab it and just increase it a little bit, right? Something like that. Okay, something like this looks a lot better. Maybe let's try not smooth but some other, maybe inverse square. Yeah, inverse squares looks much better than the previous one. I mean, you have to just try different stuff out, and you'll understand which one looks the best for your shield that you're using, or whatever that you're just trying to get done. This one also, I think I need to move it a little bit forward, and this object also I just want to move a little bit forward, right? Okay, I just want this to move a little bit backwards because it is usually very flat at the front. Okay, shields are usually very flat at the front. Yes, this shape is really looking nice. So here you can see the shape of the shield. We're just going to add the block here later on, but right now this is what we have got. Let's just collapse this out. It is very easy, just do it like this and it will just collapse out. This is looking really nice, I think, and this is exactly what we wanted also. I think what we can do is just duplicate these things out. So I have basically selected all the outer edges. Okay, outer edges I have already selected. I think skin modifier is going to do the job for us. Yes, skin modifier is the one we want. Okay, now the only thing is that I have to understand how to reduce the size of this. This is not what I wanted. Maybe not the skin modifier. I need a duplicate, or maybe I don't know how I should, you know, just use this kind of block that we can see right here. Let's think what can be done to, you know, create a block out of this. I don't know, let's just try to extrude it in forward direction a little bit. And how much forward? Yeah, this is going to be fun. This is going to work, I think. Let's extrude it in forward direction and forward direction is Y direction, so pressing Y should do the job. And I think before going to that, I can see here that the directions right here is not exactly right, and maybe we can just get it done. 0.01 in the negative direction. Yes, this looks good. Now extrude it once more, and we are just going to scale it a little bit without this smoothing gone. Without this proportional editing, we are just going to scale it outwards a little bit. I think this much would do. Let's look at it from the front side. I think we can scale it in the X direction as well to get all the things almost proportionately done. What we can do is we can just alarm. We can just move it somewhere like here to just, you know, we are just going to get the proportions a little bit right and the flow going well. I think that should do the job. This one should be here and it will do the job. Okay, now this looks much better. I think, in my opinion, this is looking much nicer, and we can move ahead with this one. Is too cornered. I think I can just reduce it out. It is, and I'm eyeballing it. I'm not, you know, doing it in the exact way. There is no right or wrong way, and when you're creating assets for games, you have to take care that, you know, there will be, you have to, you know, decide between if you want everything to be measured or you just want it to work. Small differences like this are not going to be seen that much, so I'm not worried about it. I just selected this one again. I knew in the back I have to go in Y direction. How much? Oh, I grabbed it. Did I grab it? I don't want to grab it. I want to extrude it first and then put it here and then grab it in the Y direction for 0.1 again. Okay. Yep. Look at this. Look at this. It is looking so nice, right? And what we can do again here is let's try to, you know, cover it up. Let's do, yeah, this is one great way of, you know, showing you what other things that we can do right here. I think if we just search, F3 is for search, and let's search for grid fill. If I just press it right here, it says select 2 edge loops. I don't have 2 edge loops right now. Okay, let's look at this. Okay, anyways, it is not working. I'm just going to, you know, not be too much bothered about what is going on. I think extruding it will do the job, and just scaling it inwards, something like this. Or can we just cover it up, or should we even cover it up? What can be done? I want the front is looking really nice. What I have to do is still the back portion, right? I have not yet covered the back portion. Yeah, let's do this thing. Let's just copy these things, these faces out. I'm just going to do the face select mode. I'm just going to copy 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. If I could select the faces, yes, I have copied these faces. Now I want to go to the third direction, and just shift D for duplicate, right? Shift D for duplicate, and let's move it in Y direction for 0.1 again. right? We know that everything we have made till now has been like at the width of 0.1, but maybe no, we want 0.05 to be there, because that portion, the edges are thick, the inside part has to be thinner. So 0.1 would be too much, just 0.05, half of it. That should do. Now we all have got to do is to select or merge these things together with each other, and that should do, right? If you can seriously see, this edge is of this one edge, this face is the extruded part, and this edge is what we want it to attach to. So all we got to do is to select this edge select mode, select this edge, select this edge, F for face, and we are done. The same thing we have to repeat for 1, 2, 3, F. I think Shift R is for repeat. No. I forgot what there was some. There was some what shortcut, but I forgot. But we are not going to spend too much time on that. Just let's complete the things, because again the number of faces is very less, so it is going to be very fun. Just select the top face. Now you have to take care that you don't select the wrong face, otherwise it will just go haywire. 1, 2, 3, F. 1, 2, 3, F. 1, 2, 3, F, and last 1, 2, 3, F. Now it is done finally. I think what we can do is we can just move it a little backward. This is looking much nicer and seriously better than what I expected it to look like. Now there are a few things that I still want to get done. That is the curvature on the x-axis, and I mean the z here. Here I want the curvature. There's no curvature right here, and that's why it is messing up with everything. Let's go to the another mode, which is X-ray mode. Right here you can go to the X-ray mode from here as well. Here you will have X-ray mode, right? So if you have an X-ray mode turned on, you can move things from here itself. You don't need to go to that. Okay, let's get this, and let's try to get a good shape to this. And I'm not worried too much about the overall shape, because I know that if the base is done right, it is just going to look nice, and that is what we have, right? If I just turn off that and just look at this, if I just shade it smooth, yeah, shading it smooth is not going to do the job, because the edges right here are not done in well manner. So let's get that done first, right? I think that would do the job. Let's do this. Control R. We want a loop right. Now this is going to be seriously very difficult. Okay, just bear with me. This is going to be very difficult. Yep, this one. I want this one to be there. What I can do is I just want it here, and Control R. Yeah, this one right here. I want one to be at the very right side of it, and one more loop at the very left side of it. I'm leaving some gap so that it is not going very haywire, but that is exactly what you want. You should be having. I want this one here. I want one more loop here. I know this is just going to increase the number of faces, but it is also going to make everything look much nicer. Just bear with me, and once it is done, you will see that it looks much nicer in the last part. Okay, again here, one right here. I'm not too much worried about the dimensions. Maybe the distance between these two is different from all the sides, and I'm not that much worried about it. And that is exactly, you should not also be worried about it. Just go ahead and do the stuff that you want. I want one right here from this side, one right here from this side. I just want the edges to be, very well maintained. That's why I'm doing this control loops on the sides. Right here as well, I want one more, something like this should do. In the front part as well, I would need this edge loops to be there. Okay, okay, I think, yeah, the edge loops have been added from the behind itself, so I don't need to worry about that. And I think it is done. Now let's go to flexion mode. This is looking so nice. I'm so happy with this. It is looking seriously very nice, and I'm just very happy with the way it is looking. I think some details that we can now do along with this, that is very imperative. Now it is going to be very easy. Let's just add a very good circle. Okay, and let's just decrease the number of vertices to like something like 8 would do, I think. 8 would do. Yeah, 8 would do. Cool. Or maybe what we can do is we can just delete this circle and just add one more plane. Okay, just rotate it in 90 direction, 90 degree x. Yep, no, why this is on? Rotate it in x-axis for 90. Let's move it front. Let's move it in the x-axis or y-axis. What? Y-axis. Y-axis. Grab in y-axis somewhere here. Let's go to the front part. I know that we can move it here, and this is what exactly I'm going to do. Now let's grab it something like this. Here. Or yes, we could have done this. Why did not I think about this? We can just extrude these faces right around here and just get the thing done. Extrude it in x direction, y direction, right? Something like this. And it is done, to be honest. Or what we can do is, first let's make it a circle. So make it look a little bit more circle-ish, if that's even a word. Let's make it look a little bit more like a circle. Something like this would do, I think. Yeah, let's select these two faces and extrude it in y direction for very little amount. Something like this would do. And then we are going to I for inset. Okay, something like this, and extrude it a little bit, or extrude it a little bit inwards. Okay, so this is what exactly I wanted to do. Now again, we have to move back to all the loop cuts, because otherwise these loop cuts are not going to show up on this. So let's make these loop cuts one very close to this one, one very close to this one. From this direction I need a loop cut right around here, and maybe I can grab it even further. One more loop cut on this direction. Okay, cool. The bottom part is done. Is it done? Is the bottom part maintained? No, it is not maintained. So we again have to make a loop cut right around here and just move it up till here. It looks nice now. Just bear with me, guys. I know this is difficult, but you have to make these things happen. Let's do it almost till the end. Okay, again one more loop cut for the inside portion, and this face we can just insert it a little bit. I for insert, and just a little bit, so that it creates a loop cut right around the edges. Okay, and now one more thing that we have to do is this one, the vertical panels one. One right here and one right around here. Okay, cool. This is it, I think. Did I make a mistake here somewhere? It feels like, right? What is going on? Where did we make the mistake? Okay, right. What was the mistake? I inserted it in different directions. I think we have to do this. I and insert it like this one. Did I do this? I had to do this, right? I insert it in combined form, and that just messed around with everything. Let's just undo, insert it again somewhere like this. Yep, and the edges part again. Now this is going to happen a lot many times with you guys when you're creating, when you're doing something, when you're modeling something. There are going to be mistakes. You'll have to move back, just shift control Z to move backwards, and just continue from there on again. So this happens seldom, so don't need to worry about all that stuff. Okay, anyways, that said and done, it is looking really nice, right? This is looking really nice, and I'm just happy with the way it has come out, and it is really looking nice. I think I can just use one subdivision level to make things look much better, and this is like something 25, 24,000. I maybe let's just skip the subdivision surface. 600 faces, it's much better right now, and I think that is it. I think, right? Let's just make the strap around here, and that would be the end of story. Shift A to add a plane, and RX90 to move it around. Let's go to control 3 this time, because control 1 this time, because we want to have the back orthographic view right here. Okay, I know that if I move it, oh no, not here, not here. I wanted to select this, and in the edit mode add a mesh, a plane, RX90. Yep, this is what I wanted. Now we can get this thing here. I just want a strap, so I'm just going to decrease the size of this. Something like this would do. What I can do is I can just look at this one. I can just rotate it a little bit to match the angle of this. I can move it inwards. Cool. And I can move this a little bit outwards. I can do a few loop cuts around here, maybe 2. And when you do loop cuts around here, you can just use this smooth modifier. Okay, now this is not going to work as of now, because I haven't looped anything to be outwards, right? If I just move it something like this, and yeah, I think, should I do one more here to smoothen it out? And should I do one more here to smoothen this one out? Okay, cool. This is looking much better. Now the only part is remaining is to extrude these faces. 1 2 3 1 2 3 4, right? What we have all got to do is to add or extrude this stuff a little bit to add some level of thickness to it, right? Cool, this is looking nice. What we can do is I can also extrude this, or shift D it out to make a duplicate of it, and I'm just going to move it here and just scale it in X direction. I'm just trying to make a buckle kind of thing around here, right? Okay, maybe right around here, and in control 3, control 1, around this part. Okay, cool. Now extrude this inwards, and that is it, right? We have a good buckle thing going on, right? Cool. This is looking cool, right? Okay, so that is, I think, it for the modeling part. In the next video, we are going to do the texturing part, and there will be two videos for this one with the modeling part and the other with the texturing part, and one more video where I'll be compiling both of it, and maybe one more video where I'll be posting a speed up version of all of this. Okay, so that is what we want to do in the next video. See you guys in the next video. Till then, keep smiling and keep learning, and also subscribe to this YouTube channel to watch more videos like this in the future. See you guys in the next video. Please hit the thumbs up button. Subscribe to this channel if you haven't. See you in the next video.